With Lund and Weiss starting in the middle of a scrum. Down to 6 seconds and 5. Lee still working with it. Up top. Kennedy, the shot. Score! We're all even at 9s with 1 tick left on the clock. Hurdle working one-on-one with the Beacon. And Tortora gets the shot off. Kick save from Craig Freehill as the ball bounces all the way up into the stick of Jim Gaddam. So the Beacons will get it back. Smith ahead there for a Beacon. Pass down low. It's Weiss looking for his second shot and a score. All right here, but not in a great goal-scoring opportunity with DeRozier. Instead, he sends it up top. Lucas through the legs of Freehill, and the Corsairs win 10-9. And the Beacons get it back. Medeiros leading the charge. Medeiros ahead for Lee. Lee double clutches and scores. Medeiros back-to-back assists, and the Beacons take the lead. It's Lee over for Lund up top. Picked up by Weiss, sitting on 2 goals in this one. Duggan for Lund, near side for Smith. Rockets one home. Lucas pass up top, shot, big save from Freehill to deny Steve Merrick. And to keep the Beacons within 3. The Corsairs have led 7-4 and 8-5. Tortora working 1-on-3, needs some help. Somehow manages to evade all 3 players and gets across the midfield line. Not out of trouble yet, a player hacking him from behind. Tortora still going towards the crease and will finally pull it off for Nick Weiss. No penalty called there, but a ton of contact as Tortora doing a great job to hang on to the ball. Medeiros up top. He's got 2 assists in this one over to Duggan, who has a goal. The Beacons, though, just 1 goal each from Duggan, Smith, and Lee. Those are their 3 top scorers. They need those 3 to get in gear here in quarter number 4. Kennedy and Smith, a nice give and go at top as they look to set up with 12:30 to go. Still plenty of time in a 3-goal game, but UMass Boston's got to not only find some goals, but also keep the Corsairs from scoring too many more. It's Weiss who had 2 goals early, in and out of the pocket there of Lee, but gets it right back. Lee has been working all day against Patrick Lucas, who's done a pretty good job of neutralizing Calvin. What a hat trick and 5 points against Western Connecticut State. Hard pass up top for Duggan, who struggled to handle it, and he slows it down. Connor Smith on the far side, looking to make a move. Gets around his player for a moment. That's Hurdle, the face-off man. And now he works behind the cage. Looking to get a shot off. Shot and a score! Don't know how he cut through that angle, but a laser, and it's an unassisted goal for Connor Smith. So the Beacons cut it to 2 at 11:46. Connor Smith, second of the day. And UMass Boston has a little bit more life. Every face-off is crucial here. For Smith, that's goal number 25 of his season. So a couple of milestones. Smith with his 25th, had just 1 goal in 4 games last year at the University of Tampa. We saw Matthew Duggan get to the 30-goal mark this season after scoring 6 goals as a freshman at UMass Boston. Trung and Hurdle still fighting for it, joined by 2 midfielders on both sides. And Dillon trying to scoop it up, and the ball is still in the stick of Dillon, who loses his stick and gets it right back out after losing the stick. Dillon picks it up for a 3rd time, and then he sends a pass off the back there of Andrew Johnson. So much good work from Jack Dillon, but turns it over trying to make the pass, and the Corsairs, who cannot win faceoffs today, get the ball back after a faceoff. Seems to be a recurring theme. 2-goal lead with 11:11 to play for UMass Dartmouth. A big potential win for the Corsairs, who are just 2-5 on the road this season. As it would give them not only the all-time lead over the Beacons in a series that's currently tied at 10-10, but it would tie these 2 teams up at 2-2, and the Corsairs would have the tiebreaker if they were to end the season tied in the Little East Conference standings. Beacons still have games against the 2 worst teams in the conference, at least record-wise, and then a matchup against Eastern Connecticut State. UMass Dartmouth has home games against Keene State, Western Connecticut State, and Salem State. Salem, one of the 2 worst teams. Keene State, the top team, and Western Connecticut State right in the middle at 1-2. Working here with it, it's Jordan Torres. Shot, and that one goes off the stick of Freehill wide. And it'll stay with the Corsairs as Steve Merrick won that foot race. Working against Gaddam. Just about 10 minutes to go in regulation. And what is proved to be another close game between these two sides. Outside of last year's 15-2 game, normally you see a lot of games that are not only very close, but even one-goal games or even overtime affairs between these two sides. As Lucas working with it there, passing it up top, finding DJ Miller, who scored the goal right before the Beacons got one back, and Dylan comes away with the ground ball and the cost turnover. Dylan leading the way. No one slowing him down. Over to Weiss. Right back to Dylan. Dylan looking for the shot, and he scores! Jack Dylan, the long stick midfielder, cuts it to 1. As Jack Dylan came in with just 2 goals on the season, give him 3, and the Beacons are within 1 with 9:35 to play. Brzezinski's first of the game. And a nice pass as the Corsairs able to make the extra pass. And it was a wide open Brzezinski from DJ Miller to tie this game at 3. We've been tied 1-1, 2-2, and now 3-3 in a game that promises to prove pretty close. The Beacons changing up their face-off men this time around as Hurdle will win it against Matt Murphy. Trung has been very good this season and especially as of late, but not given the chance to win that one. Controlled by Alex Lucas. And down low for Brzezinski, who just scored his 40th goal of the season and his 163rd of his career. Ball bouncing around and picking this one up and immediately losing it is Medeiros. Fighting to the ground and being taken down there is a Beacon and Anthony Tortora, and Tortora will pick it up, and we've got the restart. Tortora over for Matthew Duggan, given space. Duggan can shoot from there, and he sends it wide as it'll stay. Oh, no, they're going to give it back to the Corsairs. LaFond apparently just ahead of a Beacon and Nick Weiss, and that's a break for UMass Dartmouth as the Beacons looked like they were going to get an offensive opportunity. UMass Dartmouth with a clear attempt opportunity right here is giving it back to his own goalie is Kevin Leffert. LaFond, a long pass, and he connects with Tyler Prentice. Prentice up top, tic-tac-toe passing their way around. That pass intended for Brzezinski on the near side may have been deflected, and it's going to go out of bounds off of the Beacons, and it'll stay with Brzezinski and the Corsairs. 6:53 to go in this low-scoring first half. Brzezinski being guarded by Lovely, turns, and meets Murphy. Long stick minis have been all over Murphy here. Brzezinski. Controlled by the Corsairs. It's Boudelet, who scored the second goal of the day for the Corsairs. UMass Dartmouth with goals from Steve Merrick, Joey Boudelet, and Bo Brzezinski. The Beacons with 2 goals from Nick Weiss and 1 from Calvin Lee. Pass through the cage there of a Corsair, but it'll come all the way back out, as neither team has been quite as clean as they would like. Controlled by Jimmy Hurdle, and his pass bouncing around before being picked up by Steve Merrick. Controlled by Prentice. Prentice bouncing around. Tortora got beat, but it's saved by Freehill, and it's picked up there by Craig Freehill. Gets the ground ball. Murphy over for Freehill, picks it up on a bounce, being pressured there by Corsair. Finds a wide open Beacon at the midfield line who can't make the catch. Now Matthew Duggan almost had it scooped up. Amongst 2 Corsairs, and it'll be picked up as Duggan just seemed to lose it in the sun, which doesn't make any sense because he wasn't looking at the sun. And the Beacons giving the ball up once again on what should have been an easy clear attempt. Controlled by Jimmy Hurdle. Hurdle able to spin around a Beacon. Really nice play. It's not often that you get Jack Dillon turned around, and Hurdle will now give it off to a teammate and head to the sideline. 5:10 to go here in quarter number 2. We're even at 3-3. Andrew Johnson leaving it behind the net and giving it over for Steve Merrick. Merrick, good pass, shot and a score. Merrick finding Andrew Johnson, who gave the ball to him down low, and the Corsairs with 2 unanswered to take a 4-3 lead.